2025 has already started off with a bang, continuing from what was a great year in 2024. The beefs are many and the shade is plenty, and nobody does the shade better than Mr. Charleston White. Now, to be fair, Charleston White is an agitator. He will say and do almost anything to go viral. But if he's consistent on a person or on a thing, he must have some problem with it. And his issue with Tariq Nasheed has never really been direct, because Tariq Nasheed doesn't really make commentary about Charleston White, and Charleston White doesn't make commentary about Tariq Nasheed. But as you know, Tariq Nasheed does have supporters who may like what Charleston White does. And so sometimes you will see a Tariq Nasheed supporter going to Charleston White's YouTube channel or on live. And then that actually happened in 2023. How did it go?
Charleston White laugh, and whoever FBA is, FBA, you broke. I ain't waking up putting Charleston in nobody's comments. I'm waking up trying to get some goddamn money. The Federation of Black Americans, y'all ain't damn white. I ain't went to war with the Christian blood, so don't come over trying to represent when I'm fighting gangsters. You either join in, give me some money, send me some guns and some bullets, or come, but don't come trying to represent your organization and you ain't took on the black on black business, killing the black on black. You and whoever started your Federation of Black Association, and your mama, whether she dead or alive. And if you got black babies, your black babies too.
So he didn't mention Tariq Nasheed by name. He just mentioned FBA because somebody came in and said FBA, and I'm not sure if he knew what it was at that particular time. But then again, Charleston White is having a Twitter space or a live stream with some of his fans, and then again, somebody brings up the name Tariq Nasheed.
Listen up, black folks, this the type of Tariq Nasheed ask us to check. You gotta check those types.
Tariq wanted to be a pimp at first. Don't give a damn about no Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed. That he started out wanting to be a pimp and couldn't pimp. So then he come trying to pimp on y'all. We don't give a about Tariq Nasheed. This grown man and got on here and repeated what Tariq Nasheed done said. I ain't never seen Tariq Nasheed in the community doing the thing. He's always been on camera talking. See, I come from the bottom, starting out in the community doing shit. I started doing before I started talking. The actions speak louder than words. This black son and got on here and said Tariq Nasheed. That started out in the pimp group over there with goddamn me Rosebud and man, come on now. Don't do us like that, repeating what Tariq Nasheed said. Now, had you quoted Marcus Garvey, you probably would have had some, but this come with Tariq Nasheed. You and Tariq Nasheed.
Charleston,
man, I don't want to hear none. Y'all sound stupid now. I don't want a bunch of dumb coming over here talking. Y'all sound stupid and you sound too anxious to talk.
Love goes
Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do on New Year's Eve than to get on here and talk. Getting ready for a goddamn comedy show, 2 shows, and boy, the numbers is looking good tonight. I just got on here to practice some of my stand-up comedy on you dumb. Y'all gotta be stupid in the mother. Y'all got to be the dumbest Americans since Dr. King motherfucking ass. Y'all got to be stupid in the Dr. King was dumb in the talking about let's go eat with white people and we're getting hit across his goddamn head. I ain't gonna go eat with now trying to harm me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all done got on here and really think y'all really think I'm gonna let y'all talk. This ain't that kind of party. I want to be heard. Don't nobody want to hear from y'all. Everybody want to hear from me.
So now he's saying some things about Tariq Nasheed, which are very interesting. He's saying that Tariq Nasheed used to be a pimp. He is now trying to use the community. He's saying things like, Tariq Nasheed is not really out here. He's pimping the people. He basically is using the people. He's using the community, and he's not out there on the grind, like Charleston White allegedly used to be out there on the grind, basically calling Tariq Nasheed a race hustler. And that, remember, he used to be a pimp. That's interesting, right? I'm going to deal with that. But on the flip side, when he talks about white people, he says things like this.
And they mad about it. And I'm mad about it too. This was a much better country when white people had more power. Yeah. They have less power. And they have a right to be afraid of what America's gonna come to, because we mad at the wrong white people. And today's white people had nothing to do with what our ancestors went through that none of us got to witness.
Facts.
but we want to punish them for it.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse.
And then all the migrants and the foreigners coming in with their attitude and resentment just toward America.
Yeah.
And we joining in with them to go against a country that freed us, feed us, educate us, and clothe us.
Yeah.
Now, the last two statements are very interesting because, again, he has problems with Tariq Nasheed and Tariq Nasheed's past life, but then he don't have a problem with white people in their past life. So this is what a lot of people have always brought up, that Tariq Nasheed used to be a pimp, Tariq Nasheed used to be a rapper saying demoralizing things. And let me just say this, people have their own past lives, okay? If Tariq Nasheed was really a pimp or he was just teaching somebody the art of macking, that's one thing. That was something in his previous life. The question is Tariq Nasheed doing that now? That's what we need to deal with, right? Is he doing that right now? And the question is, most of us got something in our past that we don't like, and we're changing up and we're doing something that's different. Let me give you an example of Charleston White. Charleston White just said in this clip, the first one that we played, that basically he's out there trying to help the black community fight against gangsters. But Charleston White himself was a gangster, went to jail for murder, all right? He got out of jail and went and helped the community. Charleston White also talked about how dumb rappers are buying hella jewelry. And then Charleston White goes out and then he buys all the jewelry of the same rappers he was criticizing. So the idea is, a lot of people are hypocritical. It's easy to call out somebody else when basically you're doing the same thing. If you can go to jail for shooting somebody and come out and help the community, I think he should be able to do whatever he was doing in the past and come out and help the community. Also, let's talk about where Charleston White gets his income from mostly. It's crazy because Charleston White will go out here and he will kiss the butts of white people saying they taught us and they clothed us, they fed us. Come on, like, what are you talking about? They freed us? They put you in slavery, okay? And this whole idea that, well, those are the whites of those days and that's the whites of today. Are you serious? Like, white people benefit today from what their ancestors gave them by pillaging other groups. If you go to any European country in the West that's benefited from slavery or colonialism, and I can name one right now, Belgium. So can you say, well, the whites of today didn't do that? And they didn't, but they have surely benefited from it. It's the same thing with a lot of the stuff going on in the United States with the white people that's there today. They have benefited socially and economically from what they've done towards blacks. So if black people have a problem with where their position is in the country, and we do understand that blacks can do a little bit better, but the idea is that yes, there's unfairness and there's injustice. So I don't see a problem with black people having an issue with that when they have been at the bottom and are still at the bottom, and whites are still toward the top as the majority in this country. But then again, he can come at somebody black and then he's doing the same thing of what he's accusing the other guy of doing, which is crazy. And let me just say another thing too about Charleston White. Charleston White goes around talking about the black sector a lot. Who pays Charleston White the most? The black sector. You don't see Charleston White going on white podcasts and white folks bringing him in for the most part, paying him his $10,000 to $15,000 fee. No, that be Say Cheese. That be Anton Daniels. Those are the African Americans, the comedy shows. Those are black comedy shows. Those people that's putting Charleston White right now are the blacks. He's getting his money from the blacks. He ain't getting his money from the whites. The same as Tariq. Tariq get his money from the community. Same thing as O'Shea Duke Jackson. So you want to criticize the community that actually put you on. And that's what I don't understand about black people. You want to get on in the community and then talk about the community and then try to go and get on the side of white folks who ain't gonna give you nothing. How many people have we seen go through that and lose? What about Myron? What about Tommy Sotomayor? They all tried that and lost. And they lost big time. So maybe that should be a warning to Charleston White. Bro, you need to appreciate the fact that the reasons that you have what you have right now is because black people on social media that support you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.